What's up, guys? My name is Josh Harrison, and I am your host here of Two Orange Chairs, the podcast. I'm coming in today just to talk to you guys on the brief first episode, and we're going to call this one, Where's the Orange Chairs? So I know you're thinking to yourself like, Josh, you're sitting on a gray couch in your office somewhere with a black backdrop. Nothing's orange. What happened to the orange chairs? Well,
In the arms of the angel, fly away.
I miss them every day. But to talk about some real stuff, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the staff here at Two Orange Chairs. You have me, your host, Josh Harrison, our occasional co-host, Anton Jackson, and the man behind the camera, our producer, Amari White. We're all here and we want to give special thanks to the board of CAB. Without them, things like this would not be presented to us or sponsored. So I want to thank them again for allowing me to create opportunities like this and have people on this show and give young people the voice that they didn't have in the past. So today, guys, I want to hit on three subjects. I want to hit on where have I been since graduation, what do I do now, and what are we doing with this podcast. So where have I been since graduation? It's been 4 years, guys. As of May 22nd, 2026, we will have left out of those high school doors for a full 4 years. And truly, guys, I don't know if I'm happy, sad, or a little bit like in awe. I have had the attributeness and the luckiness to go back to our high school and get over my Stockholm syndrome. But a lot of us aren't afforded that opportunity. Since high school is over, guys, I know a lot of us have been lost. A lot of us have went to college and came home. Some of us are still there, completing classes that we failed our freshman year. And others are trying to find a new form of school. Whether it's learning how to sell drugs, unfortunately, or learning how to create their own businesses. We all have such big minds that we have to put to use. I want to say I remember when we threw our caps up in the air 4 years ago, and when everyone said goodbye, I told everyone that this was not goodbye, but it was just a small chapter of our life closing, and I cannot wait to join the next one with them. Since then, guys, I have lost at least 10 friends. I know we're thinking to ourselves like, losing friends can hurt and losing friends is needed. A lot of people think the loss of a friend or a loss of a loved one is a moment to grieve. I say that it's a time to celebrate. You have to sit here and think whether the friend was lost to murder, death, or they just got cut off. What did they benefit you? How did you benefit them? And do you feel that you pouring into them as much as they were pouring into you? I say all the time to my friends, I don't feel that not one of them in my life, I need them more than they need me. And I don't believe that they need me more than I need them. We just need each other. And especially in this trying times that we call life. With looking outside and seeing a new war starting every single day, a new person murdered, or a new death down your timeline, I know it can get upsetting. It can get scary. And it can have you questioning yourself and the abilities and the powers that you have. But I want you to know that we are stronger than ever with these amazing technologies that we have. The ability to speak up has become way easier than it did in the past. This past week, guys, I had the honor of going to the late civil rights activist Jesse Jackson's funeral. And I would be wrong to tell you guys that I walked in there and I didn't feel heavy. Me and Mr. Jackson, I've only met once. And it wasn't on an occasion that was memorable. I was a kid. I see a picture with him now in this modern day. And I think to myself, back in the early 80s, he must have been so scared. To stand up at such a young age and take charge, not for himself, not for profit, not for personal gain, but for the people, it weighed heavy on myself in that room. And it felt so many. I spoke to community leaders, politicians, activists, advocates, and they were all in the same feeling of me. It felt almost like, I remember 4 years ago. I can't remember the date exactly to my name, and I apologize to my viewers if this is a sore subject. But a younger man had died. He was a classmate of mine in Richie East, and I remember we all came back from a break, and the classrooms felt heavy. The classrooms felt quiet. They felt like the work was not needed to do. It felt like, even though so many of us had not had a personal relationship with him, it felt like if he could pass, so could I. It really brought a sense of unity and a sense of understanding to the younger generation of Park Forest that day. That we are bigger than bullets, guys. We are bigger than banging, and we are bigger than whatever they think our brains could have. And that's what I want to do with this podcast, guys. I want to bring you guys in here. I want you guys to tell me your stories, whether they're good stories, bad stories, stories about failed relationships. I want you guys to help me inform and encourage the next generation. Whether it's you coming on here and telling me about how your boyfriend left you back in freshman year and that made you to the woman you are now, as to where you don't trust men, or you telling me that you didn't get math, so the only way that you learned it was your cousin breaking down grams. Now, I know we're thinking to ourselves like, this may not all be for the best of influence, guys. But I promise you, at the end of the day, we have to teach people where they're at. So now I want to talk to you guys about what's going on. How has life been for you guys since high school? Has it been shit? Have you guys succeeded? Have you guys failed? Have you guys started a new career? Have you guys tried 4 careers? I know me personally, guys, since I've left high school, I've been at Amazon 4 times. Raise your hands if you guys have been as well. But during those times, guys, I also worked as a secretary, a dean assistant, an educator, administrator, a director of high school services, on track coach for freshman students not understanding the navigating from 8th grade to high school setting. I have done so much, so I want to hear about what you guys are doing too. Whether it's you guys telling me that you went to nursing school for a year, dropped out, became an entrepreneur, didn't like that, went to do hair, now you're selling drugs, babysitting and doing hair. I want to hear you guys' story. I don't want to hear the perspective that I've been hearing from the social media. I want to hear what you guys believe your lives are like, and I want to hear from your point of view. So, although, guys, this may have been a shorter episode and that it's just me here today, I promise you this next episode will not be as lax and slow talking and informative as this. This next one will give you someone else to talk to, a different point of view, and I hope you guys understand that we are bigger than the voices that we put on social media. So I want to thank again CAB for sponsoring and presenting this to you guys. I want to thank my co-host Anton Jackson for giving me the inspiration and sitting here with me some days. And I want to thank the man behind the camera, Amari White, for producing this and bringing this all together. From 2 orange chairs to your household, I can't wait for you guys to tune in next week and sit down with me and Anthony as we taste every single flavor of a Cutwater. And I know you're thinking to yourself like, Josh, is a little bit dangerous. It is.